Hello, my name is Vickie Wooden, and I am journaling my recovery from domestic assault 7 days ago. So tonight is the anniversary of when I was assaulted in my home by a family member. I was beaten with furniture. I was beaten in my head, in my face. My teeth are really messed up. I have a dentist appointment in about 10 days. That's, the soonest they can see me because I need to have reconstruction here. Um, I had a grapefruit size knot contusion here. It's still a little sore, but the swelling has long gone down. I used a Total Life Changes product called iaso oil. This is 100% refined emu oil. So I used that on that knot, and it was gone like a little over 24 hours, and that was going down. Still have the just a little soreness there. I did not have a brain bleed at all, but I do, I'm still have the remnants of a concussion. And with that concussion, it's like, if you know anything about vertigo, um, the symptoms of the concussion that I'm experiencing is like vertigo on steroids. It's like extreme dizziness. But because I know what it is, it's not as scary for me as like when a person has vertigo and they don't know what it is. I know that I have a concussion, and I know that, brain matter and, particles in there are all miscombobulated, and they've got to find their way back to where they're supposed to be, right? So that I'm not as dizzy. When I lay on my right side, it's just, everything just is extremely um, moving, and I believe it's because of most of the trauma was on the right side. I've been experiencing, my face was swollen from here all the way down to here, and I used the emu oil, and I also used a Total Life Changes product called Chaga. Chaga is anti-inflammatory, so I use this. This is a mushroom. This is a super mushroom. What I do is in the morning, I put it in my coffee. I use the Total Life Changes coffee, which these are products that I've always used, and I think because I've used these products for over 2 years that I wasn't injured even more, like to my body, which is, most of the blows were to my body because the assailant used two chairs, an aluminum chair with leather cushions, and then a wrought iron chair that's like over 20 years old. So, those things last forever. And so I have this one bruise still left here, but and my hip was hurting. It's not even hurting anymore. I was kicked and beat there too. And I'm 62 years old, and the only thing that was broken is my teeth and my heart, right? So I really believe that these Total Life Changes products really helped me to not be as injured as I could have been, and they're definitely helping me on my road to recovery. I'm not taking any over-the-counter pain medications, and I'm not taking any, prescription medications to help me. Um, well, I say in all things but first coffee, right? So in my coffee, as I said, and I may repeat myself because I still, am dealing with the concussion, but I want to tell you about that in a minute too. So I'm using the Delgada coffee, and I put one capsule of the Chaga super mushroom in it. And you should Google Chaga, Chaga. You should Google this, okay? Super mushroom, anti-inflammatory, antifungal, antibacterial, anything that shouldn't be in your body. And I believe that this Chaga also help with that inflammation, right? Okay, and then of course I told you about the emu oil. The emu oil. What I've done with that is I put it like everywhere that I feel was impacted. So all across my face, which yesterday I was still experiencing a lot of numbing here, but today my feeling is back and it's not pain. My lips are still numb, so I think I still need to put the emu oil on them because a lot of damage was to my lips and to my gums and to my teeth. And so I've been putting this there. So I'll continue to use this today, there. Um, Anytime my headache comes back as a cause of the trauma, we're talking blunt force trauma. I'm a survivor of blunt force trauma. You hear about people dying from blunt force trauma. I'm a survivor. So, when the headaches come, I just slather the emu oil across here and I massage my scalp with it as well. Okay. And then I will take a chaga. Okay. And my pain is very much controlled. Now, um, one of my um, friends asked me if I had considered taking the Total Life Changes stem cells because of the concussion. See, the concussion concerns me because I had a concussion when I was a child. I fell on cement, and I believe back then, if you didn't break anything and you woke up, they put a cold towel on your head and say, "Go sit out, go sit on the porch," and then the next day you got to go and play. I believe, and I've believed for years that, as a result of that concussion, because I was knocked unconscious too when I fell on the cement from like the monkey bar, um, I believe that impacted my way of learning all my life, and my memory because I don't have the best of memory. Okay, well, I'll just say that my memory is challenged and it has been for years, and I believe it was a result of that. So then coming forward with this concussion, and I'm 62 years old, I was really concerned about, what's going to be the remnants as far as, my memory. Then they got all this stuff on TV about these football players and this brain disease because of all their concussions. And I'm like, oh Lord, I'm not claiming any of that, so I just been praying, just to let me come out of this thing healed on the other side unscathed. So then a friend of mine asked me last night, had I considered taking the Total Life Changes stem cells? And I have it, but I hadn't, I was going to give it to someone who, in my family, actually the person that beat me up, I was going to give it to him. And because he has some internal, issues. And so I was going to give it to him. And I had just been saving it, but I'm like, shoot, I got the stem cells, so let me use it. So yesterday I took 2 of the stem cells. Because she texted me again yesterday. She asked me 2 days ago. Then she texted me yesterday, asked me if I had taken it yet. And that's the wonderful thing about friends. She said she was going to remind me, and that's good. And she did remind me. As soon as she reminded me, I got up and fixed me some lunch, and I took 2 of the stem cells. Now, so what did I noticed? Okay, so then now I wake up and I have more feeling. The numbness that was here is gone away. Mind you, I've only taken 2, right? Also, I'm taking the stem cells because I'm hoping that this stem cells will help with healing on the inside of on my brain. Because a concussion is brain damage, right? And all damage leaves some remnants. And I'm hoping my hope is that the stem cells will help, so that I don't have any adverse, or residual damage from the concussion. So I'm going to start taking the stem cells, regularly. I'll take it till that bottle gone, and then I'll get another one. Okay, so yesterday, which was day 6, um, day 5. Day 4, I decided that I was going to start back walking because walking is my exercise of choice, right? I decided that I wasn't going to be a victim. Yesterday, I cried less than any of the days, since it happened. I can't say that I'm not going to cry anymore because it's really heartbreaking when someone you love, attacks you and you feel like, in the midst of it, you feel like they're trying to kill you. And, in hindsight, they even feel like they were trying to kill you, right? So yesterday I went for a short walk. The day before I went for a longer walk, and that was a mistake because my body wasn't ready for the really long walk because walking is my exercise of choice. But I'm not going to let my body just, become debilitated. I'm not going to continue to be a victim, right? Um, so I started walking. Today, I'm not gonna go out for a walk, but what I'm going to do is I'm gonna get on YouTube and I'm gonna find a walking exercise video, and I'm going to exercise right here in my home. So I'm gonna do 15 minutes twice today. So 30 minutes total of exercise, right? Because um, the body needs to move. My body needs to move, okay? Because, even though I still have stiffness in my neck and stuff, the body can become more stiff if I don't move, and it's like it would just, be an adverse effect, as far as the healing is concerned. So I might sound like I'm um, um, just jabbering, but, I got a concussion. So, just forgive me. So what I want you, the other thing I want you to know is that to give me energy, for my walk, and to also make sure that I have, and just to give me a boost, so that, I don't deal with, depression and anxiety, as a result of that, I have to continue to use another product, Total Life Changes product that I have been using, which is called NRG, right? And so NRG has the B vitamins in it. It also has caffeine. So this is a capsule, and I just open that up and put it in my coffee as well. It's my Christmas cup, but it said believe on here. And so I use this cup because I believe that I can come out of this thing on the other side and just trust God that everything happens for a reason. If this video offends you, don't do the thumbs down. Just go to another video, because somebody who is a victim of domestic assault needs to at least see this woman here. I'm not afraid. I was so afraid, the day after. And, I'm still very vigilant, as I'm out and about, because that person is out and about. I'm still vigilant, but, I've done some things, and prepared myself in ways that I can be out in public and not be afraid. Okay. I think I have a heightened sense of awareness of my surroundings, and I'm making sure that I always have a free hand, and, I got my pepper spray and some other things. Okay, so I'm ready, in case, I'm not going to be a victim. I'm not going to be walking around here being a scaredy cat. Okay. And, and, and I'm not going to just lay up here and just cry all day, and feel sorry for myself either. I'm going to be proactive in my healing. Okay. And so that's what I want to share with you this morning. And so I'm sorry if this video is too long, but, this is for anyone. And I'm not making any medical claims about any of these products. I'm just sharing with you that this is what I'm doing, proactively, to get myself back to my best me and beyond. My name is Vickie, and even though 7 days ago I was a victim of domestic violence, I'm not going to go forward being a victim. Okay. If you have any questions about any of the products that I'm using, these are all health and wellness supplements. And, if you have any questions about any of them, just watch this video on YouTube, and then right below it where it says show more, click the show more, and you can find me. My name is and I'm on Facebook too, so you'll be able to find me and you can call me. All right. Okay. Gonna drink my coffee, and then I'm gonna work out.